All right, so hey, it's phase one of cabinets. What I do is I remove all of them and using my drill, my screwdrivers, very simple. And I actually label, they're all in the car now, but I label everything. So if a label is going to be in the cabinet, so there's like, for instance, that says 16, and I even write it because I'm like paranoid I'm gonna scratch it and lose it. 16, I use the kind of tape that doesn't peel paint off because I'm just doing the outsides of these cabinets and the insides of the doors. So I use, and not the regular tape would pull the paint off. I just don't want to risk it. And also the perception value matters too. Like customer wants to see that you care, right? So I'm even taping this is going to be where the oven goes. I'm even taping that wall. Somebody took the care to paint that nicely. So I'm going to tape it because I'm going to paint this nicely. So I go around, I'm going to leave all the drawers here, right? But I'm going to take the face of the drawer with me home. And so I have the word 5, 5. I even underline it because I'm paranoid I'm going to lose the numbers. So I think it pays to be a little bit paranoid. You know, I even will take the inside of appliances and tape them. You don't want any mess. Then I go around after I pull everything apart, label it, put it in my car, protect the seats and stuff, because I'm going to work on these at home. I go and wash. First, I go through all the surfaces and wash off all the dirt and grease using, I used alcohol and I used TSP and I used some natural cleaner. Where is it? Here's the natural stuff. So this is like, I just use a little bit of everything, not all at once, but some of these surfaces are so shiny. I think the alcohol pulls off some stuff. And where is it? Anyway, it's like isopropyl alcohol, and then TSP. This is the other thing I use, TSP. I put that into a spray bottle and spray around. And I just, I use paper towels. I go through all around everything once. And then I go around with sandpaper. So I use, this is 150, so it's gritty enough to actually pull something off. But not so gritty that I'm leaving great big marks on everything. I also do some repair work. Down here, this stuff is a little bit like wallpaper, peeling off of the compressed board material. So I pull that away. I like wash that stuff out, and I'm going to prime it, and I am going to repair that using joint compound and prime it and make sure it's nice and flat. So day one is like pull it all apart, label it, put it all in the car, clean everything, and start priming. Even underneath here, like I want to fix that, but there's going to be a microwave or something here. So he said don't do it. But I'm going around and caulking, even caulking in like here. And I think I even caulked the inside, right? I even washed the tops with TSP. I'm just really focused on doing high quality work. So you get areas that nobody's going to see. It's the mindset of quality. It's the mindset of slow it down, get it done right. And I use the best kind of caulk is this stuff. It's this stuff. This stuff is the most expensive caulk. I don't see it at Home Depot. I only find it at like where I am, or in the Benjamin Moore, maybe Sherwin-Williams has it too, type stores. But I will caulk these lines and anything here, anything, even though it won't be seen. This, I think it's called a Lazy Susan. I pulled that thing out. So really pulling it all apart. I mean, half of why it pays so well is because it's so tedious. And if you can slow it all down and take your time, clean it all up, get it all ready for when you return. That's the idea. And then when I go home, and I'll put this in another video, when I go home, or to the garage, I will take a similar amount of time prepping all the doors, cleaning all the doors, priming all the doors, spraying all the doors, rolling doors, spraying, and brushing. And that'll be another video. So for painters and for homeowners looking to figure out what this would cost to do, basically you just go around and count all the doors or pulls that come out away from the unit, and you count them all up and multiply. You find them. Painters find a multiple. Mine is 50 right now. This is 2021. So this set of cabinets was about, I forget the actual number, but $1,200. And the way I operate is it's very calculable. I just get a picture. They send me a few pictures on my text, and I count them up, and I give them an instant number. So I give my customer an instant price, and it can be very far from where I live. It doesn't really matter. I just spend a day there, and then the rest of the time is at home doing the tops, the fronts and the backs of the doors and the drawers, the faces of which I have removed, and I do all that at home. And so the pricing is very easy, very simple. I rarely need to go in person to bid the job, and I get lots of inquiries every week using Craigslist and other methods. I'm trying out a direct mailing method as well, and local newspaper type methods. And as to date, it's all about Craigslist, but I think that's evolving. And there's an elegance to this model just because the bidding is so efficient. It's a text, it's a number, and I insist on I ask nicely for a 25% down. So, if it's a $1,000 job, it's rare that though it's usually somewhere around $1,200 to $2,200, depending on the number of drawers and doors. I ask for, if it's $1,000, I got $250 up front by check, and it's an expression of trust on both my part and my customer's part. It's a great way to start. I don't like not having any money up front, and 25% seems a fair compromise. And then when the job is finished, the remainder of the balance. So on the last day when I come back, it's usually it's a bigger job. It could be a 3-day visit, but usually a 2-day visit and a day or two at home working on the tops, depending on what I have going on. And so they'll see me 2 or 3 times at home, in their home, working on their cabinets. And the bulk of the work is done in the garage and at home. So, what else? Hope that helps. And again, lots of time saved, and it's all about the quality of the work, focusing on the quality and the efficiency of the bid, being agreeable, and being on it with the texting and the friendly messaging and so on. So, hope this helps.